Hello everyone and welcome to Module 2, Week 2. I'm Dr. April Bice and I wanted to take the opportunity to go over a few things that are important for you to know as far as submission of assignments and work that we will be working on in the course this week. Please do forgive how my voice sounds. I have a little case of bronchitis, so I may sound a little bit rough as I do the speaking through the course video this week. All right, so we want to go into the learning modules here. And this week we will be working on Module 2, which is focused on theory and practice. So in this module, we're basically going to review theoretical foundations and how theory is applied to nursing practice. You do have a list of your objectives here for the course that are this week, but most importantly, we will be focusing on the to-do list. So this week you will be reading some chapters in your book that will help you with your discussion board. You will also be doing a series of classroom activities. We would like for you to complete a web lesson. We would also like for you to take a look at the article that you found last week for your professional response. Next, and very importantly this week, we would like for you to review the Contemporary Nursing Issue Project Guidelines, as well as the issue paper outline, and then the sample format for your paper. So I am going to click on these so you can take a look at what they are. All right, so this is the rubric and how you will be graded. This is going to be very important. The paper is part A, and then your poster presentation is part B. But we're going to focus right now on part A of your paper. This week you will be submitting the explanation of the issue as well as the proposed strategy. And this explains what criteria we will be using to grade you an excellent, good, fair, and poor. As you go down, you will see part B of the project, which is your poster presentation that we will focus on later in the course. But right now you want to focus on part A, which is the actual written portion of this assignment. Next, there is a project outline. This is going to be exceptionally helpful when you are writing the paper and the things that you will include in those paragraphs and those sections of the paper that you are submitting. So we will be focusing again this week on the explanation of the issue, which 1 through 5 basically tells you what you should be including in that explanation of the issue, and then also the proposed strategy, 1 through 4. This will probably run you in this draft 1 about 2 to 3 paragraphs. Please do not submit any work to me beyond these 2 sections because I will not be giving you feedback beyond these 2 sections. I really want you to focus on doing well in each one of the drafts, and the way to do that is to focus hard on the actual sections that we want for you to submit. Next, we have a sample format of the paper for you, which is very helpful in understanding what hang on one second, let me find this here. Basically what the format is for your paper. Let's see here. There it is. So in APA format, you'll have your running head here, your page number, whatever your title, name, university, and this just lets you know that you should be doing paragraphs 1, 2, and 3 will probably be focusing on your proposed strategy as well as the beginning portion of the paper. And it discusses in each one of these paragraphs what you want to write about. So please make sure that you're looking at this sample format whenever you're writing your paper, especially the first 2 sections. All right, so next, most of you have already selected your nursing issue and put it in the decided format in the discussion forum, but next year we'll be having you select an issue, and then also if you wish to partner with someone, you will be selecting that partner and then putting what you've decided to do your paper on in that discussion forum, which is right here. If you click on this Contemporary Nursing Issue Project Partner, this takes you right to that discussion board that many of you have already put your decided issue as well as your name. I will be responding to all of those. and also be creating your groups. If you are a member of a group, by the end of this week, I will be creating your group, and you will be going to that group if you are partnered with somebody under this users and groups icon link right here, and then you'll find your name under that group when it's created. Next, we would like for you to find at least 5 references related to your issue. Okay, that's going to be very important because many students have trouble finding resources that will be good support for their paper. And this paper is not an opinion paper. It is based on evidential support. So if you can't find literature to help support your position or strategy, that's a problem. So finding those references early on in the course is going to be essential to doing well on this paper. Next, and this is not submitted for a grade, number 6, not submitted for a grade. It is simply an activity we'd like for you to complete, is to just take a look at the theories that you read about, and then do a little work on explaining how a theory would work best for you in your own practice. But again, it is not something you have to submit for a grade. The only submitted assignments this week are to pick your topic and put it in the discussion board, to do your discussion assignment, and then to submit your first draft of the nursing issue paper that we've discussed previously in this video. Your discussion board assignment for this week, if you click on this link, it will take you directly to Module 2 discussion, is focused on evidence-based practice and theory. You do have a primary post and a response post that we would like for you to answer. And please pay particular attention to the guidelines in this discussion assignment. I will be posting feedback for your discussion 1 as a summary under the discussion for module 1 and in the module 1 assignment. I want to basically give you some tips and feedbacks for your discussion 1 so that you can do better in discussion 2. The biggest problem that I have been seeing is that there is a lack of APA format, a lack of adherence to professional writing and professional language, and also a lack of use of references. In this to-do list, when we ask you to read through assignments and when we give you examples of papers to read, we expect that in answering your discussion questions, that you incorporate those references as your answers, that you use within text citations, and that you make a reference list at the bottom of the paper or at the bottom of the post. Now, we do not expect you to adhere to double spacing or indentions, but you should be able to do italics, commas, and everything else as far as APA format goes, so that we can see you're using the references that we are suggesting incorporated in your discussion. You will find that you received points off, and you will receive points off in the future if you do not adhere to those APA and reference inclusions in the discussion posts. Because how else will we know that you are reading the assignments and following through with your information and knowledge each week if you don't incorporate them into your discussion with your peers? All right, next you will be submitting the first draft of your contemporary nursing issue paper right here. So when you've prepared your first and second sections that we want for you to submit by the end of this week, you will go right here on this blue link, and it will take you to a place that you can browse and search and attach a Word document only of your explanation of the issue and proposed strategy. That is due by this Sunday, no later than 11:30 p.m. Now, if you are working with a partner, every student will submit an assignment to Blackboard regardless of having a partner. It should be an identical paper, but both of you will be submitting the same exact paper. All right? I believe that is all we have for this week. The only thing I did want to point out is feel free to submit your paper to this Student Safe Assign check after you've completed the first and second section. It's basically just a practice set check for the Safe Assign plagiarism detector. Get familiar with this because you will be using it for your major assignments in the course, and you want to be sure that you're not having a paper that's showing too much matching citations and matching references. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to let me know, and as always, have a fantastic week.